Finally, a reprieve from shopping. Today is Giving Tuesday, a day to think about putting some of that money towards doing some good. And believe it or not, Giving Tuesday is actually a pretty new thing.
Yeah, a community nonprofit in New York City launched the idea in 2012. The idea was just to continue the idea of being thankful post-Thanksgiving. So when they started it back then, about 2,500 nonprofits joined in and they raised around $10 million. Pretty good. But now, tens of thousands of groups from across the entire globe have joined in. And last year, people gave $300 million in sum.
That's awesome. In fact, according to a new report from WalletHub that you heard at the end of the 6th, Minnesota is the #1 state in the nation for charitable giving. Nice work, Minnesota. But how we give and who gives is changing in this country. There's a new trend. 2017 saw the most money ever donated to charities ever, more than $400 billion. Yet fewer people are actually donating. Tonight, we give you the big data of big giving.
Charity is big money, and last year was the largest ever for the piggy bank of generosity. According to the annual report put out by Giving USA, charitable giving in the United States hit a record $410 billion last year. Up across the board, individual donations bringing in 5% more, foundations up 6%, corporate donations up 8%. Even people who've died bequeathed 2% more money. Where's all this money going? Religious groups get the biggest cut by far, followed by education, human services, and foundations. So the economy is cranking, people and companies are making more money and giving more money, right? All good. Well, go a little deeper, and the data tells another story. Multiple reports show despite record amount of money being given, there are actually fewer people giving. One report cited an 11% drop in households giving to charity from 2000 to 2014. Another report found a drop in 7% of households from 2010 to 2015. So where's all this money coming from then? Well, check this. According to the Chronicle of Philanthropy, which compiled the 50 most generous donors in the U.S. every year, in 2016, that group of 50 people gave $5.6 billion to charity, a ton. Now last year, that same group gave $14.7 billion, 2.5 times more money in 1 year.
The average donor gift amount has gone up, but just because the numbers of donors have gone down.
Chris Kiewicz is executive director of the Charities Review Council.
What does that mean then for nonprofits?
The reality is the majority of nonprofits get a significant amount of their support from small and mid-sized donors. So we rely significantly on the generosity of those individuals. We get donations that range from $3 to $50, right? And those make up the majority of the donations we get at Charities Review Council.
And there are a few other factors making nonprofits a little nervous this year. Standard deduction in federal tax returns went up. New tax law kicked up the standard deduction for federal tax returns, leaving less financial incentives for people to donate money. Also, the election.
Does charitable giving typically go down during a big election year?
It does, because some of the dollars are redirected to a political
Right, that's what I mean.
giving, yes.
Cyclically, that shows up?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Huh.
Giving USA says the theories for these massive changes in giving, the recession, fewer religious households, and the changing demographics of the U.S.
So you want to find a charity, right? There's a lot of different things that you could check out in VET, and that's on their website, smartgiving.org. Or you could also look at how much money that you give to a charity actually goes to the services, right?
Yeah, they will give you their financial disclosure report. If they don't give them any money.
Right, and Chris says 65 cents on the dollar is their threshold.
Right.
And anyone who tells you they're giving 97 cents on a dollar, explain to them how you do it, because you have to have people who run it. So they're probably not being honest, is what she said.